One of the big topics at the Winter Crop School was Dr. Josh Lofton's talk about the cover crops that are the study that you're doing. Let's kind of dive into this plot of land that we've actually been to before out here on Sunup. Tell us about what you have.
Yeah, so we've been looking over the last couple years at cover crops for various reasons. What we wanted to do is, indifferent if we didn't find a yield benefit or we did, what are some of the secondary benefits that can kind of bring us along? That way, if we're yield neutral from a cover crop versus no-till versus conventional till, what are some of the other benefits cover crops are bringing to the table? And what we're looking at and what we've kind of been focusing on is integrating cover crops into a weed management system. So we're looking at wheat and canola. We really like our small grains to help control weeds. They get a lot of biomass. They can just shade out the ground. When we terminate them, they have a lot of good residue that kind of continues to shade out and just provides that physical barrier to where we hope to either eliminate or slow the germination and emergence of weeds. So that's kind of the crux of it. It does provide some issues when we talk about nutrient cycling because it likes to tie up a lot of our nitrogen. So we've been trying to add various other components into a cover crop mix that would maybe help offset some of that carbon fixation of the nitrogen. And what we've looked at here is canola. And we know the benefits of canola. Even when we've had failed canola crops going into a summer crop following, we are still getting that % yield increase of our summer crop. So trying to help offset our costs here, trying to see how beneficial it is and how much of a weed management tool we can actually do by integrating that small grain and canola into our system.
Let me just ask it this way. Have you found a bottom threshold on the minimum that you can do while still getting the results?
Yeah, I think if we hold wheat as our top, right, because we want the biomass, right, we do still see a continued benefit when we go down to 40 and 30. It's just not quite as good. The benefit we got is where we actually take our canola down quite a bit. We have historically recommended 5 pounds of canola and 50 pounds of wheat. What we saw is actually when you go all the way down to the bottom, the 1 pound of canola, 50 pounds of wheat, that seems to be our best case scenario because it still provides that good amount of biomass. We've looked at the grazability and the palatability of some of this, as well as we're gonna look here at the recovery in a couple of months. And we really found that the benefit really comes where we put a lot of wheat out there, that 50 pounds of wheat, and 1 pound of canola is kind of that sweet spot. Still hopefully provides us that benefit. The canola hopefully here will either be winter killed, as I do believe it will this year, or we can come in with an early herbicide application and take care of just 1 pound of canola fairly easily, as opposed to 5 when it's a much larger part of the system. So that's kind of where we're finding our breakdown.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Josh Lofton, Cropping Systems Specialist here at Oklahoma State University. And if you'd like to see the video that he made during the Winter Crop School, go to our website, sunup.okstate.edu.